Greetings. Hello everyone, it's Goose. We're going to pick back up with part 3 of KSP Commissioner and his deposition.
When this says, admit that a review of the tape of Gregory's arrest by Burnett shows that Gregory did nothing that would legitimately constitute either disorderly conduct or menacing, what's your answer to that?
The tape did show that.
It did?
I wouldn't have arrested him.
What did the tape show that constituted either menacing? Well, you didn't arrest him for menacing, did you?
I told him that I was arresting him for menacing.
Right, but you didn't.
That was a Class B misdemeanor as well as disorderly conduct. So I didn't want to load up charges on him
You're a
for the
phony!
same event.
Hey, this guy's a great big phony!
Did you understand my question, sir?
I did.
What was it?
Did I arrest him for menacing? And I told him that I would arrest him for menacing, but I did not put that on the citation. But I explained to him at the jail when we were down there to process, when I filled out the citation, why that I charged him with disorderly, and I was not going to put the additional charge of menacing, which is what I originally told him that he was placed under arrest for, as well as the failure to wear a seatbelt.
Okay. Did you arrest him for menacing?
I told him I was placing him under arrest for menacing. I just did not list that citation on, I did not list that charge on the citation, but I described the event that occurred.
Okay, so my question stands, sir. Was he arrested for menacing?
When I instructed him he was placed under arrest, I did tell him menacing, but I charged him and placed him under arrest for disorderly conduct. But when we're at the jail and then I'm filling out the citation, I explained to him that I'm not going to charge him with disorderly conduct and menacing and failure to wear a seatbelt. And the reason why is because one of the main issues he was concerned about was he felt like he was on a private roadway. And I just didn't want to load up charges on him.
You're a great big phony, you know that?
It's a yes or no question. Did you arrest him for menacing?
I told him, as you can see on the video, that I was arresting him for menacing. I just did not place that on the citation.
Just trying to get a simple answer to
Sure.
a simple question, sir. Did you arrest him for menacing? Yes or no?
If you look at the video, I told him that I placed him under arrest for menacing. I did not charge him with that on the citation. His actual arrest was for disorderly conduct and for failure to wear a seatbelt.
Okay, so you did arrest him for menacing.
Objection to the form. Don't answer that.
Certify the question. What did Mr. Gregory do that constituted the offense of menacing?
When I stop him, as you can see on the video, that all of a sudden I tell him that he's on the roadway. He's blocking the roadway, and then I say he doesn't have a seatbelt on, and then he wants to say that he's not out on a public roadway. He said that I believe it was a private roadway, but it was not on a public roadway. And I explained, yes, it is. And I said there's a road sign there, and Gregory Lane. So he becomes defiant about that. I asked him several times for his operator's license. He does not want to provide that because I'd only had one time previously on an ATV that he was operating on a public roadway. That was against the law.
Is that what constituted the menacing?
That, in the fact that how he put me in fear of my personal safety.
But let me assure you, nobody is responsible for your feelings and your actions but yourself.
Anyone that is right there, and I explained to him that it was not a public roadway, or that was private roadway, that it was public, that he did have a seatbelt on. He did not have a seatbelt on. And then that he was pointing his finger at me and being defiant. And the fact, you have to look at this as well, because the previous interaction I had with him, I stopped him on a roadway and on a UTV side by side.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
I apologize for the interruption, but may I inquire about the issue at hand, Commissioner? After thorough analysis of the relevant video footage, it is evident that the Commissioner is portraying deception. It appears that Mr. Burnett's statement about Mr. Gregory refusing to give his license and you, sir, being in fear, are complete lies. If you were so afraid, why did you jerk his door open? Why didn't you call for backup? Why was your car parked like that on this traffic stop? Was this really a traffic stop? Did you even turn your blue lights on, sir?
What's going on?
Take a kid to town, get something to eat?
Driver's license.
Yep.
You see him?
I'm sitting there on my own property.
Well, no, you're not.
And Gregory Lane.
Because that's marked right here and you don't have a seatbelt on. Let me see your driver's license.
But I'm sitting there on my property and ain't bothering nobody. I ain't got out on the public road.
Let me see your license.
I'm going to let you see my license. But I'm just about tired of being harassed by you now. I'm just telling you, well, take me to jail. That's our lock me up. Go over and tell your mommy right now that get the video camera out. This man take me to jail, me sitting on my own property.
Let me see your driver's license.
No, go do it. Here's the license for here.
See your insurance.
I'll tell you this, you're going to quit this harassment. You're going to quit harassing me because I ain't done nothing illegal.
Well, let's see here. Your windows was tinted. You're getting ready to get out here. You didn't have
Where
your
you
seat
see my
belt on.
windows
So I
tinted,
can
Dad?
stop you. Okay?
Where you see my windows
Look
tinted?
right here. Look right here. See, you can't even see through that. See that?
I can't let it. You got them dark lights, I can't see now.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to take you to jail for a minute.
What?
Again, I am skipping through showing some highlights, and you saw tidbits from the Gregory video, the one at which he was talking about. You can find that video in the description and pinned in the comments. What's your thoughts on this video? Comment and let us know.